Hi everyone, I'd just like to introduce Tanya from So She Grows. So I've been working with Tanya for nearly a year, so exciting. And I'm sure Tanya can quickly do an intro and tell you a little bit more about her business and where she's at. But we are going to talk about Tanya's lead magnet today, because over the next few chats that I'll be having is all about the wonderful things that people have got up to and have got out there, just created maybe in some cases, of how to attract customers into their world. So over to you, Tanya. Just a quick intro, who you are, what you're doing, why what you're doing is so special, mention your other bits and pieces and your plans. And then we'll do a share screen and we'll introduce your lead magnet.
Okay, great. Thanks, Jane. So hello, everyone. As Jane said, my name is Tanya and I am the founder of So She Grows. And I started So She Grows as a sewing blog, really, to try and encourage and inspire women to get out their sewing machines and sew and have some creative time for themselves. I used to do a lot of textile art and it was at craft fairs, and there would always be somebody who said, oh, I've got my grandmother's sewing machine, or I've got a sewing machine from somewhere else, or I've never used it. And I just felt that it was sad that all these sewing machines were being unused, and I wanted to help women get over the fear of using a sewing machine and like I said, have some creative time for themselves. So I started So She Grows as a way to get people started and about like the tools that you need. You don't need a vast range of tools and equipment. And I made the lead magnet for that. I'm now sort of like also going into like home decor side of things rather than the dressmaking side. So I'm all about the quilts and the cushions and the curtains, and especially for those items that will make your little retreat haven space, your small space, be that a camper van or she shed at the bottom of the garden, something that makes it feel more you, has your personality in it, so you can make the items that you want for you. So that's where we're sort of like going to be heading, and I'll be teaching how to make cushions and quilts and that sort of thing, or items for your picnics, for your camper vans, placemats and that type of items. So that's where we're going to be going with So She Grows, but the lead magnet is all about how to get started. And it's got so the skill builder worksheets, which we'll go through, and also just like I said, the other essential tools that you need to get that alongside your sewing machine, which will help you start your sewing journey.
And Tanya does all this as a side hustle because she has a 9-to-5 job. So, you know, fair play to you for that. So shall we share and show everybody?
Yeah.
Great. So here we go. So this is Tanya's brand new website, which I have had the pleasure of helping her develop. So, you know, obviously I always say to everybody, get yourself out there and then build the rest. Okay, so Tanya's got her, well, actually, why don't you explain if I scroll down slowly? So if
okay,
page.
So yeah, so we'll start off by this bit at the top. So a new way to learn and grow through sewing, which is all about growing your skills and learning new skills, which will help you start and get started with your sewing machine. So we've got a sewing blog, and we've also got video tutorials. So the blog is just articles of information and things that I've made, or ideas of what you can do or how to like demystify some of the terms. And then the video tutorials are all short no longer than 5 minutes of each of the steps that you need to learn how to use your sewing machine. So how to wind the bobbins, thread the needles, and feed the fabric through the machine. So that's what's all on the site. And then we pop down then to the lead magnet and some testimonials. I did a in-person workshop with 5 ladies who had all had a machine that they hadn't used for a while. One lady even bought a machine that had been in the box for 3 years that she'd never taken out. And in the space of an afternoon, we got them all sewing, all making, having great fun. And they all went away and continued making the more of the items that we'd made in the workshop. So it was a really great afternoon. And I think that ladies know how to sew and drink tea and eat cake very well.
Yeah, multitasking.
So, yeah.
As you're getting in touch.
Yeah.
So, obviously, the bit that we're interested in is this bit. And I've also suggested to Tanya that we work on getting a pop-up, which is basically a quick flash of information as people are scrolling down. But it's one of those love-hate things. Some people love them, some people hate them. Now, obviously, Tanya's put her lead magnet on her website. You can actually do something very similar with a few different email marketing platforms free. You don't have to have a website, but obviously the bonus is that once people are here, they'll have a little mooch about and go and visit other places. But there's one option here to capture people's emails. So Tanya's putting out there a free guide in exchange for your email address. And this is all linked to Tanya's marketing platform, which is MailerLite. So once this email is entered here, it will click here and it will then go straight through to Tanya's MailerLite account where she is forming her subscriber list. There are more processes that can then go from that, but one of them would be a welcome email that comes back that's automated, which I'll send screenshots of along with this video, where you can then download the link to the guide. So it's a PDF. It's a PDF, isn't it, Tanya? Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
So I'll show you the PDF, a glimpse of it. So that's on the homepage. But what I also recommend, because if you want to send that link out direct, maybe a Facebook group, a networking group that you're in is doing a, post your freebie. And, or what happens is as you develop more call to actions, which are also known as a freebie, a giveaway, a lead magnet, you can post it on places and you're not spamming, you're not you're not selling a product, you're actually offering value, which makes it a lot more fun for you to engage with your potential clients. So this is just one way to help attract people into your world. But I always say have this, but also, as we've done up here, is put like a freebie, or you can name it whatever you want, but people go, oh, freebie, let's have a look. And this is where what you can make more of this, less of this, or keep it simple. Talk about your freebie, pictures of your freebies. So Tanya's printed hers off and popped it there, and list out what your freebie offers, because even though you're offering a fantastic resource, people will not just willingly give away their email address because they want to check that it's what they're getting is value. And that looks great. And there's actually more sheets to that. I think it's about, is it 6-8 sheets, because you've got some practice sheets in there, haven't you?
Yeah. I've got a printout here. So if you wanted me to share anything on the video. So the practice sheets are, so it's all can just be printed out on your home printers, and the practice sheets are shapes. So we've got lines and shapes. So you'd put the paper underneath your sewing machine, don't need to thread it up, don't need any fabric. It's a great warm-up exercise if you haven't sewn for a while, and to get your slightly sewing eye in each time. So there's different shapes. So I've got sort of straight lines, then we've got wavy lines, and then we've got stars and hearts as well. So there's it's a 12-page PDF. We've got on there like the other essential tools that you need, like seam rippers and thread and fabric and scissors. And there's links to Amazon where you can buy those items if you don't have a fabric haberdashery store near you. Then that is easily obtainable online as well.
Brilliant. And that's what I really, I was helping Tanya with this, is to emphasize a customer experience and a journey. There's great having a guide, but if people don't then know where they can buy it from, provide them with links, make it easy. And then down the line, I've said to Tanya to link up with Amazon and become an affiliate, which means that even if it's a couple of pence here or there, when people buy from your recommendations, it gives you, a little bit of money to maybe put back into building more resources for people. People are cool with that. So again, there's another call to action, which means do this, click here to get the guide. And again, that's linked to MailerLite, which is all done through the back settings, where you get a code from MailerLite and you put it into the back end of the design for your block here. So this is using WordPress and Elementor Pro. It's through one of my courses that Tanya is on, well, still on because we're doing WooCommerce now. And because Tanya wants to do a range of training courses, actually put on the training courses, so to sell online as well. So that's Tanya's lead magnet, which I think is fantastic, and it looks amazing. And yes, there is work involved, but this is actually quite a complex lead magnet. It's very detailed. You could just give away one sheet, one A4 sheet. So this is great. But Tanya already had the content. This is some of her blogs pulled together and put in one place, because then people don't have to go all over the place looking for it. So, lead magnets, ideally keep them short and sweet. But if you've already got the info, then use what you've got. I'm all for repurposing. But so that's great. I'll just stop sharing.